two deal killers and what to do to avoid that. You're listening to Home Sellers Advantage. I'm your host, Aaron Zapata.
And I'm your other host, Todd Anderson. We are the Bald Brothers team at Impact Realty Group with Real Broker, and we are here to give you the Home Sellers Advantage.
You can find us online at www.baldbrothers.tv. Again, that's baldbrothers.tv.
Or you can call us at 833-305-BALD. That's 833-305-2253.
Dave Ramsey says that there are two things that kill deals. And I was formerly an endorsed local provider for almost a decade. Sold a lot of properties through his program and learned a lot. Very valuable lessons. And one of the things, there's two things that he says that kill deals. Yeah. And one of them is the appraisal and the other is the home inspection.
Oh, yeah.
So we thought we would talk about these two real quick because if you're thinking about selling, you need to know those are the two things that can totally sideline a great transaction.
Yeah, so let's talk about the easiest one first is the appraisal. The easiest way to handle that is if you've got cash, you can offer the appraiser some money on the side. No, you can't do that.
No. Todd, I was like, what? What are you talking about?
No, there's little that you can do. Actually, I shouldn't say. If the appraisal comes in short, there is an avenue whereby you can ask for a second appraisal. The chances are very slim that you'll get a higher level on the appraisal. But there is an avenue where you can, without offering a bribe or cash, which is illegal, but you can actually request that the bank does a second appraisal. And you can plead your case. But in most cases, once the appraisal is set, that's it, basically.
So what do we do before the appraisal? So one of the things that the Bald Brothers team does is we have our sellers provide us with a list of all of the upgrades, both seen and unseen. Mm-hmm. You see, some of you sellers are amazing. You've gone ahead over the years and you've really maintained your property. You've put in the best energy efficient windows. Mm-hmm. We don't know that.
Yeah.
You've put insulation in your walls. We don't know that. You've upgraded your insulation in your attic. You've put in new LED lighting. You have bought the most latest and greatest sink and the faucet fixtures, and you've bought tile from you name it. We don't know that. Mm-hmm. We don't know it unless you tell us.
Yeah.
And the appraiser doesn't know it unless we tell him. And so one of the things that we ask our clients to do is we ask them to provide for us a list of all the upgrades to the home, both seen and unseen.
Yeah, upgrades and or features. You may not have upgraded it in the period of time that you've lived there, but it is a feature. It's something that is anything that can be conceived as possibly adding potential value to the home.
That's right. It could be that you converted your chlorine pool to a saltwater pool, mm-hmm. right? Or it was done in the past. It could be a unique feature such as a wine bar, or it could be a unique location, or it could be some sort of historical fact about the home that nobody knows about except you.
And an appraiser is not necessarily going to know all of those details. Appraisers are pretty good at being able to identify certain things. But, Aaron has come up with a way of helping sellers, and we use this all the time now, to really think through, because it's hard to know what all those things are. But look at your house from top to bottom. Start with the roof and work your way down and start thinking through every part of the home, starting with the roof all the way down to the foundation. And you'll be able to start coming up with some of the upgrades or features of your home that would help in an appraisal.
And on the roof, you might have solar panels that are paid off. Mm-hmm. You might have redone the paper underneath the shingles, underneath the cement shingles.
An appraiser's not going to see that.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So those are just the kind of things that we need to prepare in advance.
That's right.
For the appraiser, so that he knows what's in the home. Yep. So that's how to tackle problem number one. Let's talk about problem number two.
Yes.
The home inspection.
Problem number two is, as Aaron just said, the home inspection. That is the second thing that has a tendency to kill deals. And, with the home inspection, there are things that you have control over and things that you do not have control over. You do not have control over who the buyer chooses as the inspection company. That is the buyer's right, their due diligence, their right to do the inspections on the property. So you have no control over who they're going to hire and who they're going to use. You have no control over what the appraiser says. But what you do have control over is knowing what potential issues might be with your home before you ever even list it.
And so one of the recommendations that Dave makes, and what we recommend as well, is that before you put your home on the market, let's do a formal, professional home inspection from an inspector that we know.
Yeah.
Somebody that we know does a great job,
Mm-hmm.
somebody that we know is a thorough, and somebody that we know puts together a nice report that's easy to read and understand.
Yeah. And when we say a nice report, we're not talking about doctoring it. We're a
No.
legitimate report.
Like it reads well.
Exactly.
You know?
And the fact is, once you have that inspection report, you may decide before you list the home, hey, these are some things I want to fix before I even list it.
That's right.
So they end up not ever even becoming an issue. The second thing is, you can then share that report with the buyer as part of your disclosure. It may even be that the buyer, because they've seen your inspection report and, of course, you've noted the things that you've repaired, the buyer possibly may decide, hey, I'm going to save some money. I'm not going to order my own inspection. I'll just go with whatever is here, and we'll work with it like that. Now, chances are more than likely that the buyer will still hire their own inspector. But at least you go in with both eyes open and understanding what potential issues might arise from your home.
And that inspector, much like we ask you to do with your list of upgrades, is he's going to go from top to bottom.
That's right.
They're going to look in your attic. They're going to plug outlets, into outlets, make sure they're grounded or not. They're going to run your dishwasher. They're going to do a formal inspection just like they're doing one for a buyer. But this is for you.
If it's 110 degrees outside, guess what? They're going to be turning on your heater.
They will.
To make sure the heat works.
They will. Yeah.
And if it's 50 degrees outside, they're going to turn on the air conditioning to make sure the air conditioner works. They run through every system of the home, as Aaron mentioned, run the dishwasher. They're going to do everything to make sure that they've done everything they possibly can to see all the features of the home.
Yes. You just don't want to be surprised by something that comes up in the home inspection.
Yeah.
So when you get a home inspection report back, if you are a seller, you're going to say these words to the Bald Brothers team. Man, I didn't know that there were so many problems with our home. I feel like we're living in a death trap.
Yeah.
Like we hear that all the time because the home inspector is supposed to find problems.
His only job
is to find
problems, is to point out all the problems and how lousy your house is.
Yeah. And so, even if you've taken care of your property and you're taking care of your home, there's going to be things that come up. And so I wrote this down. I said, don't be offended.
Yes.
Don't be offended. If you're offended, then guess what? Your buyer might be offended and might back out. So don't be offended. It's just an opportunity for you to make repairs, to do things, or to disclose. Because you're not obligated to make any changes from the findings of the inspection report.
Yeah.
You're just obligated to report them. And if you know about them and you report them to the buyer and the buyer sees them and decides to move forward, awesome. That's great. You are in the clear. What you cannot do is you cannot look at something in the report and then pretend that it's not there.
Yeah.
And not tell anybody about it. So in full disclosure, that's what that means. In full disclosure, we're going to tell you everything we know about the property. Okay? And so it is often a good idea to give that inspection report over to somebody. And if you have made repairs, to mark those sections that says we have repaired, we have repaired, we have repaired. We've taken care of this and taken care of that. Then that buyer knows that you're somebody who cares about the condition of the home.
That's right.
And you can show it.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what, that also, as you just mentioned, it also communicates to the buyer, not only that you care and that you're going to take care of it, but that you are responsible from the get-go, even before listing the home. You fully know about your home. Not only that you've been responsible to take care of it, but even the fact that you'd get a home inspection prior to listing the home.
That's right.
The majority of sellers do not do that.
That's correct.
So,
and most sellers do it because they just want to save the money.
Yeah. And that does bring up a point. This is something that is a cost to you, the seller. So a home inspector you will have to pay the home inspector directly for that service. So,
and the cost varies based on your home size and It basically be the age of your home and the size of your
The size of your home, and also if your home has a pool, you can order an additional inspection that encompasses the pool. Most home inspections will briefly cover the pool, but if you need a full inspection of the pool, that's typically an additional service on top of that.
And one last inspection that we do recommend that you do before you list your house is a termite inspection.
Yeah.
So hire a termite company to come out and do the inspection, provide the report, so that you have the home inspection report, the termite report, and then your disclosures at the time of sale.
Yep. The termite report will normally list what needs to be repaired, and it'll give you a cost, because typically the termite company that does the report will also be able to remediate and take care of the repairs. Yeah.
So the last thing that we want to happen to you is that your transaction gets sidelined, derailed, torn apart because of the appraisal or because of the inspections.
That's right.
And so these are two valuable ways that we've provided you today, and we hope that you have found it helpful. If you have found this helpful, we had asked that you would share, like, and subscribe. Really mess with those algorithms. Share it like 12 times, and or tag somebody that you think.
Sign out of your one account, sign into the other, and then like it again.
Is that what that overseas account is all about? Those 10,000 shares all of a sudden in 12 minutes? No. So we want to encourage you right now to like and subscribe, and also tag anybody that you think would like this information.
Yeah.
So we are grateful for our vendors and our affiliates and our home inspectors and our termite companies. And so thanks you guys for supporting us and our clients and helping our clients through these things. And if you're
Hold on. Let's start that all over again. And if you are everybody wants to know, what were you going to say?
Prospective.
Yeah.
Prospective.
Yeah. Perspective is different. Prospective seller.
Prospective seller. If you're thinking about selling your home and you have found this helpful, we'd love the opportunity to work with you and walk you through this process in person here in Southern California. And if you are thinking of selling or buying anywhere in the country, we've got a wide network of agents that we can refer you to, agents that are also professional and have been trained. And so we'd love to talk to you as soon as possible. So give us a call at our toll-free number, which will come up at the end. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good I can't talk. I'm dead.
We sell homes. We do not teach English or diction.
Yes. No, that's so true. My wife is an English teacher. She taught me how to write. I kid you not. Like, she really did. So I didn't really learn how to write until college. Should I say that out loud?
I don't know. But you just did.
Yeah. All right. Well, we love you guys, and thanks for watching and being part of our show. God bless you, and until next time, have a great week. Thanks for listening to the Home Sellers Advantage. The Bald Brothers team is a licensed DBA and real broker, licensed by the California Department of Real Estate, number 02022-092. Again, we do not give any real estate, legal, or financial advice. If you'd like to reach out to us, you can call us at 833-305-BALD, or you can reach us online at baldbrothers.tv. Equal housing opportunity.